Hello everyone, welcome to a tarot reading for 2026. So we're going to start off with calling in our benevolent, the highest frequency of our soul connected to source consciousness. Right now this is anchored in to the center of our being, calling in our benevolent spirit team who love, honor and respect us. What does our soul need to know in this moment, Spirit? Show me clearly, calling in the highest benevolent spirit of tarot. Alright, okay. Oh, okay, so there's too many cards to be thrown at the deck. Let's go again. Alright, what does Spirit want to say for the forecast for 2026? Let's do that. High Priestess. Yes. Yes, so there's a big focus on connecting to our intuition, to really standing in our power. This is a woman that has done a lot of study. She has studied the mystics. She's bearing fruit. She is connected to source. She has source on her side. Like, this isn't someone who, dibble daddles in spirit work. This is someone who actually has a close relationship with spirit. So if you're watching this and you're looking for your guidance through 2026, this is a recognition that you have connected with spirit in a very deep way. And you know that. And I want to say, obviously you're watching this, but there's some people where astrology is really going to be opening up for you this year, working especially with the moon, especially with people like the subconscious, the emotions. And I feel like this is going to be a huge release from you. It's going to be a massive weight off your shoulders. I feel like, in a funny way, astrology is going to give you that grounding that you are yearning for. It's going to give you direction about where your path is forging in the year ahead. There's a caveat here to be careful of black and white thinking. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to take your time. It's okay to really sit with things and to really sit with them and hold them and ask your intuition, what's the right path ahead? What choice should I make? And it's okay to take time with that. Sometimes people use their intuition and they expect, you can definitely clairsentient, like feel into things immediately, but sometimes it's not sure. Sometimes you're not sure. Sometimes there's so much stuff in the subconscious that's coming up that's waving your decision. So you don't have to make a decision really quickly. That's something that's really coming through. It's like you can sit with it and that's completely okay. Okay, so what might be helping or hindering you in 2026? Yeah, okay, so it's like you're at a big crossroads and you don't actually know what the answer is, what the outcome is. I feel like you're being pulled in two different directions and you kind of feel stuck. It's like you're standing still and it's kind of like analysis paralysis. It's feeling really not sure and kind of overwhelmed because these feel like two big choices. This is like a fork in the road of where you want to go. It's so interesting. This card has come up straight after the High Priestess. It's a 2 as well, and this is another 2. So it's really, you've done a lot of growing and you now have this worldly, I don't want to say worldly access, but like worldly experience. It's like you're not naive in this situation. Like you've And it's also, I'm feeling like you see two options and you could grow in two options. It's you've done hard work in both avenues of life, and this is why this decision's really hard. But one's got to go. That's what's really coming through. You've got to purge one, let one go, because the weight of it, the indecision, is causing you a lot of stress. And then subconsciously, what's at play here, Spirit? Show me clearly. Okay, so you've created this life where you feel really financially stable, you've bared the fruits of your labour. Like the person that we're talking to right now, if you're watching this video, I feel like you've had to carry a lot on your own, but you ain't mad about it. Like you're a high achiever and you're bearing the fruits of your labour. And I think this is why this decision is hard, because life isn't bad for you, in this situation, in this you're happy, but it's like, I think there's a fear here of leaving this comfort, leaving this fruition, but it is a little bit of a lonely path. I mean, I can see that you probably talk to animals and you love being around nature, and financially things have got quite a little stability, and things have felt really slow moving for you. I would say in 2026 it feels like nothing's really moved, really. What's happening in the direct past, Spirit? What's happening in the direct past here? So I feel like you've been, if some of you have been studying, if some of you have been working, it's felt like a real slog. Like you're getting through it, you're going to get through it, but my God, it's just been heavy. It's been heavy, it's been awkward, it's been difficult, and it's just, there's a need to release. I'm just feeling very pressured, very heavy with responsibilities and burdens. Some of you have even moved during this time. Some of you have picked up all of your stuff and moved in 2025. But it feels like it's been like a bit of an uphill battle, if I'm honest. But you have moved towards, a nicer home, towards comfort. I see some of you have moved closer towards family, even if that's not physically. I see that as, emotionally, some people have moved towards their family members during this. And you have grown a lot, but you can't see your head behind what is it, that saying, you can't see the woods from the forest, trees from the forest? That's what it feels like. You're just so head down, oxygen, I need to get this done, I need to get through this, and it's just felt really heavy. Okay, so what is crowning this? Yeah, this is someone who you're probably at the moment reflecting. It is that time of year, but it's like looking at the past and just, some of you thinking, how did I bloody get through that? And you haven't come off unscathed, I want to say, like you're feeling a little worse for wear, and it's like right now you're just trying to get your bearings, and it's like you're trying to recuperate all of the hard slog that has been 2025. And it's like, for some of you, you might have felt like this was a bit of a nothing year, or nothing really happened, or you can't see the fruits of your labour. That's kind of but Spirit is showing me that there are lots of fruits of your labour, lots and lots. You just can't see it just yet, or you're just regenerating, recuperating. Okay, what's in the future, Spirit? Show me directly what's happening in the future here. Hermit mode. Alright, so some of you are going on a reflective time where you are looking at the past and you're looking at the things that have not worked out so well. You're looking at your shadow, and you're doing it with a wise, introspect, meditative, surrender kind of energy. Like, this isn't a pushing kind of energy. This is just, I need to reassess what has happened, what's still there, what still needs to be weeded out. And I feel like the next, the foreseeable future is going to be actually quite a healing time for you. And I really sense that there is going to be a lot of dissolving of expectations, boundaries, heaviness. Not boundaries, heaviness. It's just, life has felt really heavy for you, sweetheart. And you are very wise. You are very wise, and you have learnt a lot. And there is a lot of tools that you've learned in your back pocket that, you're quite mature in the way that you're looking at your past. You're not playing the victim. You're being quite objective, and you're shining a light on those aspects of you that may need more attention, integrating the shadow. Something's really jumping out though is like, on your own. All of these cards are on their own. I really feel like you need people. You need people, and you need support, and you need to let go of all these boundaries. There's no rush to make these decisions. When you're coming to this crossroad in 2026, there is no rush. There is no rush. I just want to keep regurgitating that word. There is no rush. This is such a strong energy of like, this has to be an intuitive movement forward, and it has to feel right in the nervous system, because it feels like there's just been so much that's been held on to over the last year that you just need space. You need space, you need support, you need people to lean on. Show me your energy in this. Show me your energy in this reading, Spirit. Show me your energy in this reading. Okay. So I do see you as someone who is perhaps going to learn something new. Perhaps it's to do with intuitive spirituality. And I do see it being something that you love. Like, you thoroughly enjoy it. You're doing this because you like it. You get to express yourself creatively. You get to work creatively. You get to connect to spirit and the animal kingdom. And there's opportunities for new relationships that are going to be coming up. I do see a lot of more study in the environment for you. And this year is really about just having the quiet strength. You don't have to prove to anyone, you don't have to say anyone what you're doing, you don't have to be really loud. It's just that strong mother who tells her children, you got this. You can do this. Of course you can do this. It's about really treating yourself with love, compassion, kindness. Being gentle but fun, It doesn't mean that we spend the next 6 months, doing nothing, being in hermit mode, isolating and feeling sorry for ourselves. No, we look about how do we release all of this pressure internally and externally, physically, materially, and also subconscious. Things that are still in the subconscious that need to be weeded out. there is a energy here of you feeling like you have to start again in something, and feeling like a beginner, and feeling like, you know, because this is the thing actually that is holding you back from stepping into that new space. It's like, oh my God, I need to start over again. And you kind of like where you're at. There's a part of you that has built stuff. And this can go in many different ways. It can be a job, it can be the personality of who you are. But it's like there's this image of you being somewhat comfortable. And now you're being asked, in order for you to step into that new, higher aligned, more aligned version of yourself, that you need to let something go. But you can take your time with this. You can take your time, and when you're feeling battered and bruised and sad, and you're looking at the past and you're doing the inner work, it's asking you to look lovingly and kindly on yourself. What's the advice here, Spirit? There could be some beautiful women in your life that you can lean upon. One is materially abundant, one woman is very great at expressing herself, articulating herself, she has strong boundaries. And the advice now is to really step into like the adult energy, which may sound very like patronizing or condescending, and that's not really what I intend to sound like, but it's like, you know, it's about like stepping into that Capricorn energy, you know, of taking full responsibility of your life, doing all the things you don't want to do, being brave and courageous, setting really strong boundaries. Yeah. Any other advice? Anything else you want to show me what's going to happen for 2026, Spirit? Too many options, alright? There can be too many options. Too many options that make you feel stuck. And I see you being super enthusiastic. You know, you kind of want to do it all, and you can't. You can't do it all. Sometimes it's about prioritizing, sometimes it's about seeing things through a different perspective. Sometimes it's about, you know, am I doing things for external validation, recognition, to keep up with everyone else? Why am I really doing this? Because it feels like you're being pulled in many different directions. There's many different choices on the table in 2026. Okay, perfect. Okay, what are some of the blessings that are going to come in for you in 2026? Show me clearly, Spirit. Alright, the sun just would not leave. Lots of new opportunities, lots of new beginnings, lots of joy. For some of you, a baby. For some of you, more animals. For some of you, lots of passion. Lots of growth, lots of sun, like being out and about and being in the sunshine, being free, feeling free. Having fun. Having fun. Spirit wants you to have fun. Spirit wants you to have fun. Okay, so thank you. If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a like, subscribe. I can't wait to see you on my next channel, where I'll be going into the all signs. I will speak to you real soon. Take care. Mwah.